Gotta focus.
Oh yeah, that one there. That one there.
I guess. Yeah, that's 14.
Come.
Yeah.
Yeah, brothers, we gotta focus, man. We gotta focus. We're gonna keep seeing them anyway.
When you got him tonight, you're gonna be seeing him, man.
Yeah, it's true, brother. Yeah.
Well, this one's always outside my yard. This one I'm looking at. It's always outside my yard.
Yep.
It says Revelation 17:1, and it says, "And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth had committed fornications, and the inhabitants of the earth have met drunk with the wine of her fornication."
Right. So all of those nations, they're going to take part of that wrath simply because they participated in the doctrine or putting into action what America was doing to their citizens. All right, like for example, the idea of engaging in sodomy, how that's okay to do, and other things that America has been pretty much pushing on the people. All right, and the whole idea of harloting their women as well. Okay, go on, brother.
Precept. It's Jeremiah 51:7, and it says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand,
Right.
that made all the earth drunken.
That have made all of the earth drunken. Go on.
It says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Therefore, the nations have lost themselves. They're mad. They're just as bugged out as America has become. All right, and also they're mad at America because they've been duped. Okay, go on, brother.
It says, verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
Right, so it says Babylon is suddenly fallen, like the brother was even saying, the water was saying that America and just basically this whole entire empire as it stands, it's all of those empires. It's basically this empire represents all of those empires that were once before, and this is why this Babylon is considered what it's called. Hence you get the term Babel, which means confusion, and the word confusion means to fuse together, mix together, basically. You know, go on, brother.
And it says, how for her take balm for her pain, if so she may, if so be, she may be healed.
Yeah, because balms are like healing. You can heal people with balms. You can merge all of those oils together.
I love that tune.
Put your what is it, man? You can get your what is it, man? Yeah, your beeswax, your coconut oil, and you can put other oils that are known to heal your body. And that's what they did in the ancient world. So America is a place that cannot be healed. It's like, for example, I used to watch people like Christopher Green and Alex. I mean, I still watch them from time to time, Alex Jones and the likes. And these people were about getting the American people to wake up to the corruption of the government under the intent of believing in that America can get back together as long as the American people get themselves together. But no, America is going to be going down to the docks. Go on, brother.
Because this is why they want to do all this, the Great Reset and all those things.
Yeah.
To give them basically to give them a zero start again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
But Scripture says, man, but it's not gonna work because the Lord don't want it to work, man. It's only gonna make things worse and worse and worse. You know.
And really, in all reality, the Great Reset is really us coming into power. That's the Great Reset. Yeah. You want to talk about reset? Well, that's what it is right there. Go on, brother.
And it says, verse 9 says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Because when you think about it now, the ancient Roman Empire, it came about for a certain period of time, and it came down, and then basically it came back up all over again. So that empire came back and it was healed, but this time it won't be healed. America and this whole entire civilization, this Roman system can't come back. It's not going to come back all over again. Because now this system is literally going to be cast down. You see, I'm going to get to that scripture as well. Go on, brother.
that was on that one.
All right, yes. Somebody get Yes, I believe it's in Revelations 12 where it says that beast was the dragon was cast down. I believe it's in Revelations 12 verse
Yeah, but that.
verse. Okay, read it.
12, Revelation 12. Which one is from? To the point.
Yeah, to the point. Yeah, come.
Revelation 12:9 it says, and that great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
Yeah.
He was cast out into the earth,
Right. He was cast out into the earth. Going.
and his angels were cast out with him.
Yeah. So when the Messiah makes a second return, he's literally going to literally put an end, a complete end to this civilization, with severe and great wrath. That's in the book of Isaiah 42 verse 13. Somebody get me that real quick.
Can I make a point on
Yeah,
that
go on,
scripture
bro.
as well? Because
Yep.
the Christians will take that as they have that story of Satan being cast out of heaven with his
that
angels,
bullshit,
right?
huh?
That's all that bullshit, yeah. But this is a revelation, man. This is the end times, man. So
Yeah.
how are they even going to correlate that to
Yes.
something that happened in the beginning according to their doctrine? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, 43. I believe it's.
Christian does not make sense of the scripture.
I've got another precept actually.
Okay.
Isaiah 25:7. I'll just get to the point. It says, and he will destroy
42 and 13.
in this mountain the face of the covering cast over
Right.
all people,
Right.
and the veil that is spread over all
You
nations.
see what I'm saying? So he said that he would destroy in this mountain, meaning this government is going to be destroyed, and also there are the covering cast of the people, the lies that were put upon the people, because within this dragon, this beast, which came back, which is the Roman system, deceived the world. Okay, that's in the book of Revelations, the 20th chapter. That beast was loosed in its little. What is it? That beast came. And it was it was chained up for 1,000 years. That was us coming into power and ruling over 1,000 years. And then that beast came back again, and it was loosed in his little season to deceive the world.
Satan.
Exactly. Yeah. Satan was loosed in little season to deceive the world, which Satan represents the so-called white people, beginning with the Amalekites. So we're at the end of the little season, which really, when you think about it, Esau really ruled. If I'm being honest, because when Esau was coming into power around the 13, 14, 1500s, that was just Esau coming, trying to, that was just Esau preparing things and getting things in order, enslaving the nations, the revolutionary wars and what have you, and all of the above, right? But when you really think about it, when the Illuminati brothers came together back in the 18th century, around, I believe it was 1776, if I'm correct on that.
1776, Adam Weiser.
Adam Weishaupt. So he formulated this group called the Enlightened Ones, the Illuminati, and from that point on, and then when you really think about it, after that group was set up, there lies your revolutionary wars. You see, when you actually do the research, because the first revolutionary war came around that same exact time, after they got done formulating themselves. Showing you that they were always responsible for all of this wars that was going on, and they're responsible for many other activities even today. All right. So yeah, read what you got again, brother. Baba Kushan.
Well, just read.
Yeah.
Isaiah 25:7. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Yep.
And the veil that is spread over all nations.
Yeah. In other words, the truth is going to be manifested. We're not going to be calling ourselves black anymore. We're not going to be having to call these other nations what Esau has called them, or they're Indians, or they're Arabs. They're going to be known as to who they are according to the Bible. But I just want to just hold on with that, and then read what is it? Yeah, you can get that, but I want to get Revelations 20, brother. You can get me Revelations 20, verse I believe it's verse 1. Exactly.
So Revelation 20:1, and it says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a chain in his hand.
Yeah.
And he had laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Okay.
And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
Yeah, so what I want to get back to is when the Brotherhood was founded and they formulated themselves, the Illuminati Brotherhood. That's really when Esau began his rule from that particular moment in time. Because you have to remember, when you go back prior, Esau was on the come up. They was going to war with these other nations, enslaving us, building America back and what have you. But when the 18th century came around, they was already salted. They were good. So when you really think about it, Esau really been ruling, beginning with the Illuminati Brotherhood, for about 230 some odd years. The rest of the time period was, they were just coming up and they were building themselves up, if you know what I'm saying. You know, so that was that short period of time. I keep getting this camera confused with this one, man. I'm supposed to be focusing on this one. Go on, bro.
Continue?
Yeah.
He says, verse 4 says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded of the witness of Yahawashi, and for the word of the Most High, which had no worship the beast, neither his image.
And when you actually read that and you pay attention to what you're reading, it actually says he saw thrones and them that sat upon them, and he also saw that they were beheaded. Basically, they became martyrs. Go on.
And which had no worship the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahawashi 1,000 years.
Yeah, those same men that were martyrs. Now you're gonna have brothers that won't be martyrs, and they're still gonna be following Yahawashi. But he just saw those men that were beheaded, basically. You know what I mean? Because the next society that's coming up is gonna be our society, and the ones that have sacrificed their life on this side, however they did, they're going to be sitting on thrones on the other side in the kingdom. So let's get back to what we was reading before in Ezekiel. Not Ezekiel, what was you at? Isaiah 25.
Isaiah 25 and 8, it says, he will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord power will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all of the earth. For the Lord Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi.
And when you read these scriptures as well, it's all, especially when you're talking about the kingdom, from the Old Testament to the New Testament, it's all showing that the Lord eventually was going to have mercy on us and set up a kingdom, an everlasting kingdom. And as we just read there, the Lord is going to have, what is it? The Lord will not rebuke us no more and reprove us.
The Lord power will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth, for the Lord hath spoken it.
And it says the same thing in Revelations 22, how the Lord will wipe away all of the tears from off our eyes. And this ain't just talking about every nation. This is talking about just one nation, which is us. Because we've been the one that's been sighing and crying, and been crying for as long as we've been here in captivity.
The saints.
To be exact, go on, brother.
Verse 9, it says, and it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our power. We have waited for him, and he will save us. This is the Lord, Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi. We have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation.
That's it. Absolutely. And that's where it's all going to end. That's where it's all going to end, you know. From the New Testament to the Old Testament speaks about our salvation and our kingdom, which will be situated here on this earth, and our rejoicing and our gladness forever and ever. So that's what we got to say. You brothers out there and a few of you sisters out there that are watching us as well, hopefully you continue to watch us and grow thereby in the spirit. So with that being said, I want to give all of the praise to the Most High and the Son,
Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
And with that, we're closing. We say Shalom.
Shalom. Baba Baba.